friends, welcome back to Whiskey and Wit. In today's video, I'm so excited to share with you how I created this wood framed flag sign for my mantle. It's so easy and affordable, so stay tuned to see how I created it. For wood, I used a 24 by 16 inch piece of about 1 inch pressed wood from Menards, and then we cut down a 1 by 2 furring strip into two 24 inch sections and two 18 inch sections. Step one was to take my favorite stain, dark walnut from Minwax, and stain those outside pieces. While that was drying, I grabbed Waverly chalk paint in white and I gave that piece of base wood 2 coats of the white just to make sure everything was covered. I did 2 coats because I was going to distress it, but you could probably get away with 1. Once that is dry, go through and figure out where you are going to put your top left quadrant for your stars. So I went through and did half across the top and half down the side just so I knew what I was working with, and then that helped me create the cricket stencil that I used for the stars. Now you can find the stencil that I ended up using as an actual stencil on Etsy and eBay. I will link a couple down below so you can buy that if you don't have a cricket. They're very affordable. And then I took some painter's tape and painted off that corner. I used those measurements to create a star stencil. I was going to use stickers from the Dollar Tree, but it was not doing what I wanted it to, so I just went ahead and made a stencil. Then I used my paper transfer tape, which I will link down below, from Expressions Vinyl. It's my favorite when I'm working with wood signs. And then I grabbed some Ocean Waverly chalk paint and used my dabbing method, so up and down over the stencils, and then that way you don't have to worry about Mod Podging them. Did 2 coats of that so it was completely covered, and once that was all the way dry, I used my Cricut weeding tool. You could use tweezers if you don't have one, and pulled up all the stars to complete that step. Once all the stars were weeded, I took my painter's tape and then just kind of flipped where it was. So I put the edge up against the blue section just so that was all good and protected from the red I was about to use. Then I went through and used tape to evenly tape off the sections. I am using 1 4/10. I think it says on the package 1.4 inches for painter's tape. And this is really nice because it made nice thick stripes for me. And then I went through with Crimson by Waverly and painted all of these stripes. Now, if you wanted thinner stripes, thicker stripes, you could either go down to 1 inch painter's tape, buy larger painter's tape, cut the painter's tape if you're a straight cutter, or you could also double up the tape. There are a lot of different options for how you can make the different thicknesses of stripes depending on your personal preference. And once that's dry, this is my favorite part of every wood sign project, the reveal. I just love those clean lines. Then I took it outside and hit it with my sander. I used a pretty high setting just to really give it that distressed look. I was looking to pull a lot of those red pigments off so it looked kind of old and faded. So then once I did that, I used my stained pieces around the outside to put the frame on. Now I decided to do a reversed frame, so instead of having the back of it flush with the sign so it would hang over the front, I did it backwards, just so then that way it gave me a little bit of a lip when I was leaning it up on my mantle. So I did the top 2 first, the inner pieces, and then I did the outside 2 pieces and used my Ryobi nail gun to put everything in there. This is amazing. I will link it down below. And there you have it. I love, love, love this on my mantle. The frame is just perfect. It really adds that rustic bit to it, and I really like how the stripes are distressed. You guys know how much I love 4th of July and patriotic decor, so I knew I had to make one of these. Give this video a thumbs up if you're liking my wood projects lately, and also hit subscribe so you don't miss a future Whiskey and Wit video. Head over to Instagram if you create any of my projects. I love to see what you guys do, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!